I recently went on the Disney Fantasy on a Western Caribbean cruise, and we went to Grand Cayman as one of our ports. And I wanted to share with you my experience and review for the Mangrove and Starfish Port Adventure. It's really important that when you make a port adventure, you definitely check your Disney Cruise Line app for the time of your port adventure and also to see if there are any updates to it. Ours was actually delayed by, I believe, 1 or 2 hours. So that did impact a little bit of what we were going to do during the day, but it's still, we were already planning on going on this adventure and we set aside enough time to enjoy it. So it's really important to make sure that you check in and make sure that your port excursion hasn't changed or adjusted its time. This excursion was not quite exactly what I envisioned when I read the description about it. Basically, it said that you're going to go to these like white beaches that you'll want to photograph and take pictures on, crystal clear waters, interact with starfish, and explore mangroves. And I wasn't really sure what mangroves exactly were. I mean, I looked it up and it's like a tree-ish kind of shrubbery kind of thing. And I will be putting some video in here for you so you can see what is a mangrove if you're not sure like me. So I wasn't sure what that aspect of the excursion was, but I know starfish, and I was really hoping that they were going to be the really large starfish because eons ago I got to experience my first like super large starfish, and we're talking ones that are like size of a basketball. So I was hoping to be able to show my kids that as well. This particular excursion was $169 per person, ages 10 and up, and lasted approximately 3 hours, not including the delay. We were, I believe, the last excursion to leave, and our boat, we took about, I want to say it was about a 20-minute, maybe a 20-minute, 10 to 20 minute ride via a small bus or taxi to our location. So we got to see a little bit of the town of Grand Cayman on the way. And our bus driver told us a little bit about what we were passing and different things about the town. So that was kind of neat. And we were only with 4 other people. So there were a total of 8 of us on our excursion, which I thought was really nice and kind of intimate. And the boat that we boarded to take us to the Starfish Point was, well, they described it as a luxury liner or a luxury boat, but to me it was just a boat. I don't know if it was really luxury, but it was nice. We boarded the boat, and I believe it was 5 miles, which it didn't look that far, but it was about 5 miles from where we boarded the boat all the way to the Starfish Point. And for this particular excursion, you have to wear a bathing suit automatically. Like, we wore it and then put a shirt and some shorts over top because there aren't any changing areas for you to change. And when you get off the boat at Starfish Point, you are anchored about 20-30 feet from the shore. So you do need to get, maybe it's not that far, I don't know, but it's, it's at least 10 to 20 feet from the shore. So you need to get into the water in order to get to shore if you're going to shore. And so we had our bathing suits underneath. The boat ride out was very nice. They offered us soda or juice, and they had music playing, tropical music, and it was really fun and relaxing. And it was about a 20-minute ride out, I believe. Very relaxing, fun. We were, taking pictures and just really enjoying the moment out to the Starfish Point. When we got out there, the beach was not exactly what I thought it was going to be, especially because they said it was white beaches, perfect for pictures, but the beach was a lot shorter than I anticipated. I was thinking these really long white beaches, like wide white beaches, but it was not like, it had a lot of, I guess, tree debris or ocean things on it. It wasn't like completely, I don't know, this pristine area, because they say you'll get pictures, this perfect place for pictures. The beach itself, not really, but with the ocean in the background, yes, beautiful crystal clear water. That was absolutely gorgeous. And it was kind of like a private area where we landed. There were other ships or boats, boats. They weren't ships, but yachts. Some yachts were there, and there were like all anchored out. There was a lot of different things going on. And we were able to explore the area probably anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour. I'm not really sure how long we were actually at the beach, but there's not really a lot to do. We were allowed to go around and look for starfish and pick them up and, find them in different places. And it was a really neat experience. The kids loved it. It was really beautiful. We did notice, though, they had said that not only were we not able to change when we got there, but that there was also no bathroom facilities. There wasn't any bathroom facilities on our boat or on the island. However, there is at Starfish Point, which actually, I'm sorry, I don't think it's an island. I think it's just part of Grand Cayman. So part of Grand Cayman Island, I guess. So we, when we were walking down the beach and just kind of kept walking, looking for different starfish, there was actually a little area, which I guess is like a park where people might come up and park there and then come to the beach if they were staying on Grand Cayman. And there was a little kind of like a boathouse or a swim house there, and we were able to use the bathroom. So it was like a little public rest area, I guess I will call it. So we were able to use that. There was some facilities there. It was kind of small. I guess you could change, but that doesn't negate the fact that you have to step off the boat into the water. So probably want to come prepared and already have your bathing suit on. After we were at the Starfish Point for a little bit, we then went to back on the boat, and then we went to the mangroves. Now, when we went to the mangroves, there are like a lot of rules surrounding mangroves, and one of which is the speed that the boat can travel and also noise factors. So it's very quiet and peaceful there. And they told us a little bit about the mangroves and the wildlife there, and it's a very protected area. And so we looked at that, and it was really great. And then we headed back towards the port. All in all, it was a lovely time on the boat coming out. On the way back, they gave us a glass of Prosecco. So we got a little drink on the way back. All in all, it was a beautiful time. There was one thing that kind of bothered me about the whole thing. And that was that the description of this event said that we were going to get snacks and patties and drinks, which we did get some beverages, and they had cookies. I believe it was cookies for the kids, but that was it. There was nothing else. And a friend of ours who did the excursion before us, they had like empanadas on the way back, and definitely had more than we had. So I felt like for the price, we should have gotten everything that said it was included, and we did not. So that is definitely a negative about our experience. The gentlemen that were our guides as well as boat drivers, they were great. The beach experience was nice. Learning about the mangroves was really neat. But I was a little disappointed in that, especially for the price point for this particular excursion. For the enjoyment level, I really enjoyed it. The boat ride out was very relaxing. The beach was a nice experience, and the mangroves, nice experience. The value for the money, no, I don't believe that it was worth $169. Now, per person, I'm going to take into consideration that it was almost like a private excursion. There were only 4 other people that were not in our group. So Would it cost more to rent an almost private boat for that time? Probably. So I guess maybe taking that into consideration. But the problem I have with it is we were not given everything that was promised for that price point. So I did not think that the value was worth it for that price. Would I do this again? Probably not. It was enjoyable. It was a great one-time experience. I did like, you know, kind of seeing something different that I wouldn't have seen if I had stayed right at the port. But it was kind of a one and done, you know, kind of thing. When you've seen it, you've seen it. So I would probably not do this excursion again. I would suggest that anyone interested in this excursion to take everything that I've said into consideration. The price point, what we were able to do, what we were able to see, and decide if just taking a relaxing afternoon is on your to-do list, then you might enjoy this excursion. But if you really want more kind of bang for your buck, this is probably not the excursion for you. Have you ever done this excursion yourself? Let me know what your experience was like in the comments, and if you agree with what I said about value for the money, or if you do it again. If you have any additional questions that I might not have answered during this video about this excursion, please put them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to hit that like button, share it with a friend if you found this informative, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss another moment of magic. Thank you very much for watching, and keep living the magic. Bye-bye.